Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Anderson here. Happy Monday. This is our first reading lesson of the week on context clues. And so our I can today is I can use context clues to identify the meaning of unknown words. So first question we have is, what are context clues? What do you mean, Mrs. A? Well, context clues are words that come before and after an unfamiliar word, which is a word that you don't know. So basically, when we're talking about context clues, we mean what are the clues or the hints around that unknown word that you don't know that help you figure out the meaning. So, for instance, look down here at this sentence that I wrote. It says, "My flibbit barked all night and kept my family awake." Well, what do you think a flibbit is? Well, let's look at some of the context. It barked. What barks? A dog. So, flibbit probably means dog. All right, so watch me do this. I'm going to read the following sentence and I'm going to think about what this word means. So, this is the word I'm looking for right now. Bryce was so tired of being in study hall and he couldn't wait for it to conclude. Now, if you know what the word conclude means, that's awesome, but I want you to really think about following this procedure, even if you know what the word means, because it will help you when you come across words that you don't know. So the word I'm trying to figure out is conclude. So let's go back to the sentence. It says from the clues in the sentence, what does the word conclude mean? So it either means to begin, to start, or to end. Well, he was tired of being in study hall, meaning he was having to study for a long time, and he couldn't wait for it to conclude. Well, if he's tired of being in it, he probably doesn't want it to begin. He probably doesn't want it to start. He's tired of being there. He wants it to end. All right, let's try this one together. So again, our word right here is autobiography. If you already know what that means, great, but follow this procedure anyway. So read the following sentence. Mary Beth wrote an autobiography about her childhood experiences. Okay, well, it's her childhood. So, is autobiography a story about one's own life, a story about another person's life, or a narrative historical biography? Well, this is going to be a really big clue. Her children. Her childhood. So if it's about her life, it's probably a story about one's own life. All right, you give this one a shot. Read the following sentence and then answer the question that follows. The large buck came to a sudden halt when it sensed danger in the forest. Okay, well, go back and look at some of the clues in the sentence. It sensed danger. So, would he come to a sudden halt if he sensed danger? Would he be eating? Probably not. Would he start doing something? Probably not. Or if he sensed danger, would he stop? He would stop. So halt means to stop. I'll give you one more to try on your own. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to, read the sentence and see if you can help. Oh, this isn't a good example, everyone. Sorry. For this one, which words help the reader know the meaning of barreled? So if the word is barreled, the two rowdy boys barreled into the doorway after their championship win. So what this is asking is, which words helped you figure it out? What context clues did you use? So with the words into the doorway, does that really help you know what barreled means? Well, it says it barreled into the doorway. Does that help you? No. After the championship? Well, do you have any picture in your mind of what they might be looking like? How about rowdy boys, which is up here? See the rowdy boys barreled? If you're rowdy, you're kind of out of control. So barreled maybe means they were moving fast, probably not slow. All right, so I want you to pause the video on this page, and this says circle the word or words that provide context clues. Well, you don't have this worksheet, but what I want you to do is read through, just pick 2 of them, and in a notebook, I want you to write your own sentence using the underlined word. So the first thing you might have to do is figure out what the word means and then see if you can write your own sentence. So I'm going to do number 1 for you, so I don't want you to choose number 1. So the word is migrate. Some birds migrate to southern climates in the fall. Then they fly long distances to get back home in the spring. Okay, so they migrate, they do it in the fall. Ooh, look at this word. They fly long distances. Ooh, I bet you that's going to be some. So I think migrate means fly long distances. So now I might think of a sentence that I could use for the word migrate. Maybe I could say, if this is talking about birds migrating to the, maybe I could talk about ducks migrate in the winter. Try to choose words on here that you don't know the meaning of or that you're not sure of. So go ahead and see if you could give it a shot with 1 or 2 of these sentences. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.